Hello guys, and welcome again to my YouTube channel. This is the second part of the video you were just watching. If you are watching this first, just keep in mind that this is the second video of a two video series that I made showing how I do my makeup. So if you haven't watched that, go back to the previous one and watch it and enjoy it and leave comments. And then on this one we're gonna finish up the look, and I hope you guys enjoy every little part of it. And again, if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, or if you want me to do a video explaining a specific part a little bit more detailed, I will love for you to send me a message or leave a comment so I can address that suggestion and make that video for you guys. So thank you again for your support. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay guys, now we're gonna jump into brows, and this is tricky. You have to come with your own style, what you like, and what looks better for you, for your face, and for the look that you want to go for. Remember, for me, brows kind of define how your face looks at the end. If you look grumpy, if you look happy, if you look normal, well, normal, and it's gonna set the entire look for your face. And yeah, kind of the mood is like mood lighting. It sets the mood for everything else. So just choose wisely, play a little bit around with your face and what works and what doesn't. And now I do use my inner part of the brow, my natural brow, to actually start my drag brow, but then I go above my regular brow and extend it a little bit past my regular and natural brow, just so I can have a bigger eye space for me to play around with colors and make it look more popping, more shocking. So now guys, what I'm doing now is just carving out what is going to be my new brow. Remember, we're doing a little bit more over exaggerated brow, and I'm gonna try to match my other side to this one, just to have what I want to create as a new eye space for my shadows. Okay, here we have the outline of what my brow is gonna look like. They're not perfect. No, nothing is, and nobody is. I'm gonna now that I have the shape that I want in my brows and I have the space that I want under my eyes, as you can see, this is my natural brow. I added all this space for color on top of my lid, so I made my lid a little bit bigger, well, a lot bigger. So what I'm gonna use that same clown white that I was using before, and I'm gonna use it all over my eyelid area to kind of create that new space and actually clean up the bottom of the brow. So in this part you have to be very careful. We're just going to clean the bottom part of the brow, that way we don't risk messing that up, and then we're just going to pull that color downwards and create that entire new eye space that we want to put the new colors for our shadows in. I like using white because the shadows that you put on top of that will show its the true color, just like as if they were in the palette. That way you get more vibrant colors at the end, and it's a better looking result. After we do the clown white cream foundation, we're going to put on top of that any kind of translucent powder or white shadow on top of it, so it doesn't crease and it doesn't look ugly or bad, and start getting messed up in the eye. And that way you can apply the colors liberally without risking the crease that's going to start forming with the movement of the eye. Okay, so now that we have the eyes done, the basic brow shape and the foundation for, or the, yeah, primer for the eyes, um, and the shape and where we want to keep the eye color, what we're going to do now is select the style and the look you want to do basically, and you start applying the shadows. This part I'm not gonna explain, I'm just gonna speed through the process a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing, and then once I'm done, then I'll show you how it looks at the end. Now what I'm gonna start doing is packing the colors that I want. Since I'm going to be using all the colors in the pride flag, I want to make sure the colors show really good. So I'm packing, and what I do in one eye, I repeat in the other. Some people like doing one eye first and then jumping to the other. For me, it's easier because sometimes I mix some colors and I forget what I mixed. So this way, I know that if I did this in one eye, then I jump to the other one and repeat the same process. What I'm gonna start doing now is, again, packing the colors of the pride flag all over the eyelid, and then I'm gonna start blending a little bit the outer corner that goes to the top of the brow bone. That way it looks more smooth. And if you can see, I'm actually blending the colors a little bit on top of the previous one and then moving it a little bit forward so it has that nice and gradient look to it. Now, if you notice that last purple, I'm going to use that same purple and drag it all the way down to my eyelid to kind of close the shape of the eye that I want to have. And basically frame the eye, giving it the shape that I actually want, which is kind of elongated and upwards. Now what I'm doing, I'm just going back to the colors that I used in the crease, and I'm just blending a little bit of the same color upwards, kind of giving it that gradient effect instead of having those harsh lines. So I'm going slowly, one by one, kind of blending upwards a little bit until I reach the middle part, and then I accentuate a little bit more those colors. Now I'm using this new kit of three neon colors that are water activated to kind of outline the crease and kind of accentuate it with that neon pink underneath all the colors to kind of give that extra edge um, to them. This is my first time using them. Again, like I said, it's water activated, so I use my my eye drops for my contact lenses as the water instead of um, getting actual water. And then I'm gonna line my eyelid. I'm gonna do a very extreme wing that's gonna go all the way up under that fuchsia or pink, neon pink that I just applied under the crease, but only on the outer corner. And it's gonna be a very dramatic liner um, to kind of give that effect. And after that, I'm gonna go ahead and put some or set it with some black eyeshadow on top of it so it doesn't move or go anywhere. Now, using the same purple that I used in the outer corner of the crease, I'm going to drag it all the way down to my bottom lash line to kind of create that bigger and fuller eye effect in the bottom. Since my eyes are smaller than most people, I overlined them with that eyeshadow to create the appearance that my lower lash line is even lower than the natural one, if that makes sense. And then from the same neon palette that is water activated, I'm gonna use the neon yellow in the inner corners. And then after I line or finish the lining with that color, I'm gonna set it with yellow shadow, and I'm gonna create the bigger waterline with white, and I'm gonna drag it a little bit outside to my inner corner of the eye, so it makes it look like my eye is bigger than it actually is. I usually don't go with a pencil inside my waterline. I actually use the same Clown White foundation and apply it inside the waterline, and then set it with powder shadow, white shadow, which is not the most comfortable thing to do, but for me, I think it works the best and it looks the brightest. But I didn't want to go through all that hassle today, so I just did the lazy way and used the white pencil, which kind of looked good too. Now I extended a little bit the black liner to the inner corner, dragged it a little out, and now I'm going to apply mascara in the bottom and top lashes. So in the top lashes, because it takes away the ashiness of the powders, and also to apply or use it as a shelf where my top lashes are gonna sit on. Now one of my favorite parts, contouring. I'm gonna be using a natural or close to a natural brown on my regular contour first, and then in the parts that I usually darken with the deeper cream contour, I'm gonna go, since I couldn't find the actual contour, I'm gonna deepen that contour further more with a darker contour on top of the regular one that I'm going to apply first. So you see how now I'm concentrating that darker contour in the back only of the face, and then I just blend it a little bit inwards and upwards, kind of deepening that back side of it, making it look more hollowed and my cheeks more lifted. And then the same goes in the forehead, especially on the sides where I don't grow hair, because we need to round up that forehead to make it look more feminine when we put the wigs. It creates the illusion of a lower hairline. Now on top of that contour that we did, we're gonna do the blush. It kind of blends out a little bit of that edge of the contour and gives back color to the face and warmth to the face. And I apply blush everywhere that I have contour, and also on the tip of my nose and in my chin, to kind of warm up the entire face, not just the cheeks. I like to look completely bronzed. And I'm using now a tinted powder in the bottom part of my eyes, under my eyes, to kind of brighten a little bit more that area. Um, Also to like make that highlight a little bit more prominent. Now I set it all up, and then I use a sponge to actually pat that setting spray into the powder to make it look like it's my skin instead of looking ashy. It makes it look like it's your natural skin, and it helps it dry faster also. And on top of that, while it's still a little wet, I'm gonna use the highlighter in just specific areas of your face that you want to bring forward and make it look more prominent, and get the attention in those areas of your face. I don't do the whole over the lip and entire like the entire face, like some people do, because I think it looks like you're sweating, and I don't like that look at all. I don't think that's a sexy look. Now, what makeup is over without a lip? So I'm gonna overdraw a little bit of my lip with a brown pencil. Not too much. I don't like those over exaggerated lips. I just like them to look a little bit plumped. And see if I have, since I already have nice lip shape and lip size, and I think they look proportionate to my face, I just kind of exaggerate them just a little bit and fill the rest of it with that same pencil to kind of create the illusion that is actually the shadow created by my own lip being that big, when it's in reality it's not. And then I'm gonna fill it in with a nude color, then a lighter color in the middle, and then I'm gonna use a darker lip pencil or lip liner to kind of darken the outer corners of the lips to make the lips look smaller on the corners and bigger on the insides. And of course, after that, to seal it all up, we're gonna use some good gloss. Now this is the part that I think it makes the entire look come alive, which are the lashes. That's when I feel like my character is has come alive. Ooh, honey, I'm looking fabulous and I feel even better. So now that we have all of this done, I think it's time for me to put on my wig and my clothes and then show you the final look. What do you guys think? Okay guys, this is the final result. I hope you guys like it. This earrings that I made earlier today. Nice necklace. What do you guys think? Anyway guys, if you guys like this, I hope you were able to follow along. I know I cut some parts and I sped up some others, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more of an overlook of what my routine is. It's a little extensive, so I tried to make it as concise and as short as I could. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked it. I really enjoy doing these videos for you guys, and this is like my pride inspired makeup look, even though we cannot wear it this year because of course the Pride got canceled, at least in my town. But I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys enjoyed every little bit of it. And if you have any questions or any suggestions, please don't hesitate in leaving them in the comment box. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have friends and family who will enjoy this part of the this process of transforming a guy to a female, invite them over and have them watch the video and enjoy every little bit that Rochelle Ravenwolf has to offer for you guys. So I really love you guys. Kisses and hugs, and I promise that soon the backdrop is gonna be on, so you won't see the whole mess in my in my studio. Love you guys. Happy Pride, and don't forget that also Black Lives Matters.